What's up guys? So I'm in the car right now, we're en route to the gym, so it's a bit different. Usually you see me opening a session in the gym, but I thought we'd change it up a little bit. So we're about to get in for a pull session, but I really wanted to film this session. I'm very excited for it. Two reasons. Firstly, the diet's done, so this is day one of the next growing phase, and yeah, we've already seen a nice increase to food, so energy is a lot higher and I'm in a much better position now to train hard. But secondly is the fact that I'm going to be putting in a few movements into the session, and yeah, it's going to be a really exciting session. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet. I mean, you may have seen me on the title, but yeah, we'll get in there and start warming up on a movement that I've literally been thinking about for the last few months wanting to do. So I'm very excited to do that, and we'll talk about it in the session. We'll do some posing, show you where I'm at the end of the diet. Obviously it'll be important to do that, and just crack on. But yeah, that's the diet phase done. So finally 12 weeks wrapped up, and now I'm heading into the gym ready to get after it. Obviously, like, it's only been like half a day of, well, not even half a day yet. I've had 2 meals of slightly more carbs, obviously, so it's not like I'm suddenly like bursting full and going to be super strong. I hit a new low this morning of 82.8 kilos, so if anything, you know, I've got to be smart still. It's very easy to just, oh, I'm in a growing phase and start sending it, but that's not really a smart thing to do. But we'll see what we can do. Definitely, I feel a little bit more energized, which is good. But yeah, just excited for it. Excited to get after it again. It's good. Let's do it. So as you can see, deficit pulls it in. So basically what I'm going to do moving forward is just really push hinges across this next push. After my last growing phase, it was clear that even with like a very low volume on quads, they grow a lot. So we can just focus more of the stimulus on my back, something I need more than my quads. So this is putting me into a more stretched position. It's going to challenge my rexes even more, and it will have a very good cross transfer to my normal hinge, my normal deadlift. Whenever I struggle pulling off the floor, it's the pulling off the floor part. It's literally that initial bit. I don't really struggle with the lockout. So if I can get strong at a deficit, then that's going to make my conventional normal pull really easy comparatively. And then I think doing that is what's going to let me get to 300 kilos on the bar eventually doing deadlifts. Just a higher frequency doing deadlifts. I was before doing 1 set of deadlifts every 10 days. So I think this is going to make a big difference, and I'm very excited for it because hinging is, I love doing it. I fucking love deadlifting. It's definitely my favorite movement. Done. Good, you? Yeah, well. No! No! Oh, very happy with that.
I actually was pleasantly surprised with how that went. I think the extra food is already making a bit of a difference. And now I know I've only had 2 meals, but it just shows when you're lean how well you use food. I already feel a bit fuller. I mean, that felt very strong compared to my deadlifts last time, and I'm at an all-time low body weight, so just shows the power of food. But yeah, this is 210 for 6 at 82 kilos, deficit deadlift. I'm very excited with that, like hinging every 5 days now. We're chasing a 300 deadlift, it's happening. So just commenting as well whilst we're here about the deadlifts, like why am I doing a deficit? So obviously I said it puts you into that greatest stretch position, but when you've got a lift that you're pretty well skilled at and you've had in for a really long period of time, it then, to really further progression through that lift, it really comes down to you breaking down that movement and thinking like, how can I create a greater challenge on that specific movement? So where are you weak? For me, I'm weak from the floor. So if I practice pulling from even further away than what the floor is normally, that's just gonna help me adapt and break through that weakness through that deadlift. And then through doing that, it's gonna make me a lot stronger at it. Similarly with the hacks, I've done hacks for ages now, bringing my feet lower. I'm now doing them twice, and I'm doing pauses. I'm getting strong pause in. Think about, there's all these techniques you can use with form to make a lift harder, and it's so important you use those, especially if you've got a bigger training experience. Those are the things that are going to keep you getting crazy strong for longer. When you're natural, it doesn't come easy. You need to look for those finer details, those little tools you can use, those smart tools, to just elevate your progress with lifts. So yeah, that is the game plan for this push. Deadlift twice in 10 days, slightly different hinges, and then hopefully 300 deadlift, like I said. So I'm going on this pull down instead of the Nautilus I've been doing for absolutely ages. And it is going to recruit a bit more terrors because it's a lot more vertical. So it's not like pulling out in front of you, which forces a bit more lower lat. The main reason I'm changing it is enjoyment, okay? Like, there isn't anything optimal about just changing an exercise really, if the exercise is already working for you. And you might actually think that exercise isn't working for you anymore because you're not progressing that much. The reality is, the reason you're not progressing is because you've had it in for so long, you're just adapted to it. And actually, when you do get stronger, it actually means you're putting on muscle a bit more clearly. It's not like you're getting more skilled, you're actually acquiring new muscle. So it's important to stress that. I'm not doing this because I want to now, I don't know, shock the muscle, all that crap. Like, I hear so many people, well, I used to hear a lot of people. I don't think people are that stupid anymore, luckily. You never know. But yeah, I just wanted to change it up, and I'm now out of this diet and I want to switch up my training just for an enjoyment perspective, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But just avoid doing it too often. Just stick at it, stick at movements for the test of time, give yourself time, be patient, you know? So yeah, after God knows how long, maybe like nearly a year, I'm changing it up a bit. Oh, fuck. So whenever you do like a kneeling D-handle pull down, it's quite a popular movement. You see a lot of very knowledgeable people talk about it, like Nick Gloff, he loves this movement. The most important thing is stability, because a lot of the time, people will just kneel down and they'll just pull it down and they're not stable. And you can see the situation I've got here, it's like, when I do this, if I want my hand to be on here, stable like this, there's now a gap. If I lowered this to be locking on my knee, I probably then wouldn't be able to reach as well with my short arms. So just prioritize stability, find ways to make yourself stable. So I'm just putting this under, and then I can still reach it and be locked in at the leg. More stable, it means you can create more force, more output, drive that stimulus where you want it to go, basically. Going on to the plate loaded row now. This is a single arm row which drops off in the short, so ideal for third exercise. Like this is kind of like that typical movement you see people kind of on a hammer strength, they stand up and they situate themselves in a way that it biases the lower lat. And I see a lot of people give people stick for that, like, well, just use the machine how it's meant to be used. But if you are a bodybuilder and you're trying to grow your muscle as well as possible, and there's a movement that can be used in a better way to suit your goal, why wouldn't you? So yeah, like if this seat's pretty low and you don't need to stand off it, so that's why I'm sat down. But if you are using the hammer strength, don't feel embarrassed because you're stood up doing it like this. It drops off in the short more doing it like that, so it's better to do at the end of the session. So it suits that, you know, it suits having it then, but also it moves down into the pocket, so it's perfect for lower lat in a row. So yeah, it's very easy for people to slate certain moves, but oh, you don't need to do that. And some people won't have to do that. Some people will have good genetics for growing a certain muscle group. Some don't have good genetics and they do need to do those things. So yeah, I say just keep an open mind with training. Don't let your results dictate what you think you should and shouldn't do, basically. It's not how it works. Fuck knows how many reps I was. I always forget to count. This is actually why I always film my sets, just so I can look back and count afterwards. Yeah, if I didn't have my tripod with me, I would be screwed. 1, 2, 12. Oh. Oh. What I love about bodybuilding is it's so rewarding. Like all the work you put in, all the days of like, I guess hardship. I mean, I know bodybuilding isn't like crazy hard, but it is tough sometimes, like dieting for long periods of time. But it's also rewarding. Like you come out of it and it all comes together. And that's how I feel right now after this diet. Like I can already feel the food doing, you know, helping me out a little bit in terms of fullness. I feel stronger today, and yeah, I'm just loving it. So just work hard and stick at it, and I promise you when you come out of it knowing you fulfilled that goal, knowing that you didn't stop and you kept chasing it down, and then you get all the benefits of it as well at the same time, you'll feel really proud of yourself. Yeah, just stick at it, don't stop, just keep going, and I promise you it will benefit you in the long run. So yeah, I'm going on the normal lat pull down, which I haven't done in a long time, but it is, a lot of people now, they kind of hate movements like this, and oh, it's not optimal enough. But a standard lat pull down is very good if you know what it's for, and it's for the, like the teres upper lat, because it brings the elbow out. And whenever you see someone really strong at weighted pull-ups, they have massive lats. So I want to get strong at like a normal pull down and see how it transfers to the teres. So yeah, doing this as the last back movement of the day, and after this we'll go on to biceps. But yeah, I'm basically Sam Sulek now. I know he loves these, but they have a place. Like, they do have a very good place as long as you do them the right way and you still train the lower lat as well. Also, the reason why I like these is just basic, hard, heavy lifting, like lat pull downs, rows. You know I like that stuff. The basics do work as long as you do them right. Whoa, fuck. So we're going on this preacher curl machine. This is actually just a cable stack basically. So there's no, it doesn't get heavy in the short. It's very even, which is really ideal because I find like, I don't really enjoy preacher curls that are really, really heavy in the short. I'd prefer to be able to get like a continuous productive set and not ruin like what I can get in the stretch. I like to stretch out and be able to still work in that area for a longer period of time. So, you know, obviously like reducing the work in the short helps with that. Even though this is a short and biased movement, I tend to get a much better connection with my biceps doing that. So this is what I'm going to run up in my growing phase. I did do one set of this, that was it, and then 2 sets of the next bicep movement. We're going to add a set in now with the extra food. I can do 4 sets of biceps. Still very low volume, right? But it just shows if you're smart with volume, you can retain things well. Because since doing that, since reducing the set out, I've retained this movement and my other bicep movements throughout this whole diet, which has helped a lot. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, that hurt. Oh, we're done. Finished pool and we're going to do some posing. I'm going to show you basically the post-diet physique, literally one day after the diet's been wrapped up. So yeah, it's basically still a flatter physique, but had a little bit more food this morning, which has helped, which has made things a lot better. I have a really adaptive physique. Like when I'm flat, I look so much worse. So it's been hard in this phase. I'm like not really happy with the shots, but hopefully now I'm going to be a bit happy with how I'm looking, and we'll see kind of where I'm at basically, start of the growing phase, start of the second push. From here until September next year, it's a slow and steady growing phase. And then September will be the pre-prep diet. I won't be going as far as I went last time because we need to make sure the starting point for prep is good. But I will be getting up to I was 97 kilos last time, maybe 93, 92, something like that. So yeah, I'm going to show you the starting point, see what we need to work on, what I need more of, and yeah, just show you where I'm at basically. Right, so I'm going to pose, show you basically day one of the growing phase, how we're looking. Oh, this lighting makes everyone look so pale, so I am pale, but it doesn't help. Oh. Yeah. It's such a good shot. Do front lat spread. Do that at the end. Yeah, nice. That's it. Sick. Side chest. Yeah, sick. Just tense the glute now in that position. Like tense it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Good. Yeah, back double. Yeah, sick. That's good. Lat spread. Mad. Yeah, so remember to spike the back calf, like you're doing a back double with the feet. So that's it, yeah. Bend your knees a bit more. Yeah, bring your back foot back a bit more. Yeah, that's it. Now bend your front leg, knee. That's it. Now you just, get into the, yeah. Good. Now squeeze your glutes, hamstrings hard. That's it. Nice. Good. So that's a wrap. First session of the growing phase ticks off. Really happy with how that went. Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised, to be honest, how much of a difference food makes. Yeah, so you just feel a lot better now, and it's nice to feel a little bit fuller. Like I'm not like bursting full, but I do feel a little bit fuller, which is good. It's crazy how quickly you can use food when you've been reducing it for so long.
So yeah, deficit pulls are in, 210 for 6 for the first run, so won't be long till we've got a 5-plate deficit deadlift, which will be crazy. I'll be so happy with that. And then just through getting strong doing a deficit, then the conventional will feel even easier. So yeah, that's the plan moving forward, just getting super strong off the floor. That's the lift that matters the most to me, not just because I enjoy it, because I do, but because it's the thing that really I need for my physique, you know, just more depth from the rear. The rear shots, they just need to come up a little bit more. My fullness across my top line, my legs, that's all good. It's just more hamstring, more glute, more lower back, more back thickness, upper back thickness. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Lots more content coming as usual every week. Weekly uploads will continue. Like and subscribe if you're new to the YouTube. There's gonna be loads more content like this. Hopefully you enjoy it, and yeah, we'll keep it coming. See you all the best, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon.